Good evening, fam. How y'all doing? Tribe. Go ahead and click that like and subscribe. Or if you don't like it, you click the down, this one. But I'm not here really to review any type of show or anything right now. Um, what I'm here to do is something I'm going to try, and I started doing reviews a few weeks ago, so I'm still new to these YouTube streets. But I'm learning fast, and I'm the kind of person, you know how you always get in those arguments or conversations and you always think of the best stuff to say after you're done with the conversation or with the argument? That's me. So I always think of stuff I forgot to say in my videos or things happen and I'm like, ooh, I should speak on that or I should talk about that. And so what I decided was that I would do like a Friday roundup. Um of just stuff that's been going on, stuff that's on my mind. So if that's not something that interests you, you can go ahead and click off the video now. But let's talk for a minute. So first of all, again, I want to just say thank you to everybody. The tribe is growing. I want to thank you to her Southern Touch for giving me a shout out on her live about a week ago. And I apologize. I meant to thank you like immediately and it kept slipping my mind. So you see what I'm saying? But charge it to my head and not my heart. I appreciate what you did. I appreciate what you said. She was in her live and I just happened to step in just to see how she was doing. I watched your videos before I started doing my own videos, and you had subscribed to me fairly early and left me a really nice comment, and so I stepped into your live, just to kind of be like, hey, what's up, thanks for supporting the sister. And you shouted me out and you were talking about how, YouTube, we got to support each other. That's not, which I'm going to get to the whole crabs in a barrel thing in a minute, which actually this would be a good segue into the first thing I want to kind of touch on. But you said some great things and I appreciate it. And, everybody has been really nice and welcoming in these YouTube streets. And I've enjoyed it so far. Like, I really am enjoying it. So the first thing I want to touch on, which that actually is a great segue. Before I started doing YouTube videos myself, I watched YouTube videos for everything. I started watching YouTube videos as a educator, looking for videos to show my kids, video clips on different things that happened in history. And then a friend of mine mentioned Funky Dineva to me, and I was like, what is that? Well, who is Funky Dineva? And she showed me Funky Dineva's videos, and from there, it just boom, 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 boom. So I'm familiar with a lot of people. I wasn't a big commenter. I would watch the videos, but I didn't do a lot of commenting and getting into the comment section and stuff. So with that being said, this week YouTube erupted with the whole King JJ Todrick Hall controversy. This one I'm gonna say. And I'm not going to make this personal because one thing I don't want to do is get into the weeds and get personal with people. So I'm going to keep it here. I'm not going to go. But what I am going to say to you is this. To King JJ, you're a bully. You're a fucking bully. And if it's one thing I can't stand, is a fucking bully. Number two, King JJ, you're an opportunist. Your sole purpose for picking this fight with Todrick Hall is to pull Todrick Hall into a confrontation and hopefully build up your viewership and build up your followers and get your name out there more. That's my opinion. That's what this is about. Because you ain't had no other reason to fuck with that man. Todrick Hall ain't thinking about you. Todrick Hall ain't worried about you. Todrick Hall ain't even on your level. Like, I'm sorry, you're not even on his level. Let me say that. Because again, Todrick Hall is here. And that doesn't mean that what you do, you do what you do and you have people that follow you. Clearly you have a huge following and people love to hear what you say. You do your whole roast and gag, your thing. And that's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. But here's the bully piece of it. How that man chooses to live his life is not your fucking business. Who that man chooses to date is not your fucking business. He already made you look stupid with the whole contact lens thing because those are not fucking contacts. Those are his eyes. But if they were contacts, not your fucking business. If you want to review his music and say, hey, I think your music is trash, cool. We all on here reviewing. And I'm not gonna like everything I look at, and I'm gonna say my piece, and I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. So cool. If you don't like his music, cool. But you don't have to make it a personal attack on this man. You don't know how this man live his life. All you know is what he shows you, and what he shows you is what he wants you to know. Be clear. Like he said in his response video, you don't know who he's sleeping with. Because he ain't never going to tell you who he's sleeping with. Because it ain't our business. So, all of this, you ain't black enough, and you dating white men, and you was partying with Taylor Swift. Let me tell you something. Taylor Swift money is just as green as yours. And if Todrick Hall is an artist who is out there doing his art, sharing his art with the world, and whoever rings on that phone to give him some coin, he would be a fucking fool to turn down Taylor Swift. A fucking fool. He'd be a fucking fool to turn down Justin Bieber. Are you crazy? But I guess you conveniently forgot or neglected to acknowledge the fact that he's also worked with RuPaul and Tamar Braxton and any numerous people. The same way you clicked on and you Googled his videos, you can Google all the rest of it and know who else he's worked with. This man is currently on a sold out tour of him, his music. You do that and then you got something to say. I would be disingenuous if I said that I wasn't concerned with building up my viewership and creating a following. That would be disingenuous. Because if I wasn't concerned with it, I wouldn't always tell people, hey, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, da-da-da-da-da. Like, come on. That would be disingenuous. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to go out here, pick fights, create bullshit controversy to build up that viewership. That I'm not going to do. That I'm not going to do. I'm going to speak on things that are popular. Absolutely, I am. And if people click on the video and they like it, absolutely, I welcome you to the tribe. So now I ain't going to sit here and pretend and lie and act like I'm not concerned or that it's not important to me. Of course it is. I enjoy doing this. This is fun for me. But yeah, I want to build up. I mean, I want to. If I was just going to sit in a room and talk to and make videos talking to myself, hell, I've been doing that. I've been talking to myself my whole goddamn life. So, King JJ, I tried to not listen to word on the street shit about you. Tried to keep my own personal, make my own personal opinion about you, form my own personal opinion about you. But what I'm saying is not cute. And like I said, I'm not going to make it personal, so I'm not going to attack you personally or attack your appearance, looks, hair, or, check all of the above. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is, you're a bully. Todrick Hall, I'm so sorry that Todrick Hall even responded to your bitch ass. Because you don't even deserve that much of that man's time. You didn't deserve, I think it was a 14-minute video that Todrick Hall, that's 14 minutes that you don't fucking deserve. Todrick Hall probably makes thousands of dollars an hour. You can't even afford that nigga for 15 minutes. You can't afford him. And on that, I'm done. Let me move on to my next topic. I wasn't even going to speak on you. There's some shit that done popped off. Okay, changing gears. Here's something else I struggle with. And this might, maybe some people about to unsubscribe. But there is a misnomer out there that to not be a fan of somebody equals you're a hater. So let me speak on that for a moment. Beychella. I am not a Beyonce fan. I don't dislike Beyonce. I don't know Beyonce. We'll probably never be in the same room as Beyonce. Okay? It is not a personal thing that I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm just not a Beyonce fan. Can I acknowledge that Beyonce gives a great show? Sure. I can also acknowledge I've never seen a full show. I've never looked at the longest Beyonce performance I've ever seen was her Super Bowl performance. I've looked at her performance on, award shows and things of that nature, but really that's about it. I've never looked at any of her. I didn't look at the HBO special. I never looked at any of her DVDs. And again, it's not because I'm a hater. I'm just not a fan. So I wouldn't. But this last week with the whole Beychella situation, I'm people coming at me because I put a all my friends know I'm not a Beyonce fan. Like this is nothing new. And if you guys listen to the podcast, if you go back and listen to the old episodes, I've been doing the podcast for a couple of years now. If you go back and listen to the older episodes of the podcast, we've discussed Beyonce a couple of times. And if you go back and you listen to some of the old episodes, you will hear some of my reasons why I'm not a fan. I'm not going to go through the list today. But what I am going to say is I can acknowledge her talent. I can acknowledge that that woman is talented beyond. I can absolutely acknowledge that. That doesn't make me a fan. But it also doesn't make me a hater. I don't sit around and talk shit about Beyonce. I don't sit around and nitpick at Beyonce. In the past, I may have. But that's not where I am today. I'm a huge sports fan. I love basketball. I love football. I love hockey. I'm not a big baseball fan. But I love sports. I grew up in the heyday of Bad Boys, the whole Detroit Pistons versus Chicago Bulls. Before that, it was Lakers versus Celtics. Please understand something. I ain't never been a Michael Jordan fan. Can't stand Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan is an arrogant asshole. But I can also acknowledge that Michael Jordan is one of the best basketball players to ever play the game. That does not mean I am a fan. That doesn't mean that I'm going to walk around kissing Michael Jordan's ass. I was a Detroit Pistons fan. Michael Jordan knocked my boys he knocked my boys out of the finals. He kept Isaiah Thomas off of the Dream Team. So yeah, I'm not a motherfucking Michael Jordan fan. Doesn't take away his talent, and you will never hear me say anything different. It's the same thing with Beyonce. I can't take nothing from that woman. Can't take nothing from her shine. But stop acting like y'all beehivers, Bayhive. Stop acting like because somebody say they not a fan of Beyonce, that means that they hating on her or all of a sudden something wrong with us. She just don't do it for me. Do I own some of Beyonce's music? Yeah, I do. I don't own the whole album. Never have. Not saying I never will. But I've never purchased a full album. I have some singles though. And I will play the shit out of them because I like them. Okay? So that's my 2 cents on Beychella. It was a beautiful show. I love the HBCU theme. I love how I'm not going to do that. But I loved it. I loved her show. You could definitely tell that she put a lot into it. She did the damn thing. She did. Now, again, I haven't seen the whole performance. I've seen clips. But from what I saw, I enjoyed. I thought it was great. She gave you Beyonce. She always brings a show. Well, I'm going to leave it there. The next thing I want to say is I've had a week to reflect on, and this might fall under the category of a backpedal and a pussy pop. And I'm okay with that. I'll take the backpedal and the pussy pop because it's based in some reflection. So my backpedal and pussy pop is based in some deep reflection. It's based in some conversations I've had this week. It's even based in hearing other people's opinion because that's what life is about, right? And so Hazel E and Iyanla Vanzant are fixing my life. Upon further reflection, I think that was more of a stunt than I gave it credit for. Like in my review, I talked about it, I considered it, I mentioned it, that maybe there was a stunt involved in that, and that was a bunch of PR to try to repair her image. But I also felt like maybe some of this was real. Like I gave it an 80-20 split, right? I might have to switch that up. I think I might be on a 60-40 split in a 60% being a stunt, 40% being real. I don't know. I just cannot wrap my brain around a mother forgetting that her child was fucking molested if it's a true story. I can't wrap my brain. I just can't wrap my brain around that. Now I can wrap my brain around a mother saying we're not gonna talk about it, we're not gonna acknowledge it. But her mama really looked confused for a minute. The other thing was the we moved in the middle of the night to get away from her abusive husband, and again her mother was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" Like again, it was just blank. Like and I know that people hide that too. People say, well, we don't want people to know, that this dude beat my ass. But her mother was like, we moved 3 times, and every time we moved on up. We was like the Jeffersons. We was moving on up. Like, what you talking about? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I had to. I think there might be more in that. I think there might be more shit in that sauce than I gave credit for. I think it might be. All right, 2 more topics and I'm done. The next topic is I forgot. See, I knew I should have wrote this down. I'm gonna remember it as soon as I hit the stop button on the video. Yeah, I don't know though, but the whole Hazel E thing, it really made me kind of think again. Like I said, I don't know. I think there was more of a publicity stunt in that than I originally gave credit to it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all. Before I go though, I do want to thank everybody. The comments, they've been great. Great feedback. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. I'm enjoying doing this, y'all. I'm really having fun with it. Like earlier this week, it was like a 3-day window where I had no videos to do, and I was like, damn. I feel like I should just do, like, should I start reviewing a different show so I could do another video? Like, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm glad to see that people are enjoying it as well. I got my first request. So, a subby requested that I do Atlanta. She said, I need your help unpacking this last episode. And let me just let y'all know. So, like, I gave y'all a little glimpse earlier this week that my day job is that I'm an educator. And so, some weeks are busier than others as far as when I get off work and stuff I have to do after work. This is one of those weeks that from Tuesday till tonight, because I didn't get home tonight until almost 10 o'clock. I mean, 9 o'clock. So, from Tuesday until tonight, I haven't been home until after 9 o'clock. And so I haven't looked at Atlanta, and a lot of stuff kind of backed up on me as far as the TV show, my DVR. So I will look at Atlanta this weekend, and I will review it and pop up a video before the weekend is over. Cause you made a request, so hey, with your wish, it's my command. And last but not least, we're putting up a new podcast. We're doing a taping. Supposed to be doing a taping Sunday afternoon. I have a political event to attend, and then after that, we're gonna meet up and do a taping. So that should be up Sunday afternoon. Again, the podcast I'm in the process of putting the episodes up on the YouTube page. But if you are interested in going back and listening to any of the older podcasts, all of them are on iTunes. And on iTunes, it's really bitch, like the whole word spelled out BITCH, bitch. But it's the same logo, the lips, so you'll know that is the podcast. And we're on Google Play now, but I don't think all of the whole catalog is on Google Play, because that we were on iTunes first before we were on Google Play. So anyway, if you enjoy me, you'll enjoy the podcast, because really bitch, the podcast is really me and my friends sitting around doing the same thing, talking shit. So you get my personality, but you also get a glimpse into my crazy friends as well. And the conversations most times go left. We start here and we end up there and back here and then over there. But it's all done in fun. And it's all good times. So if you enjoyed the episode that was up, the episodes that are up on the YouTube page, you'll definitely enjoy the catalog and going back and listening to old episodes. And with that, I'm going to say you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to drop Marriage Boot Camp. Not tonight, because it's already 8:45. So probably tomorrow I have a women's prayer breakfast to go to tomorrow morning with my mom and my sister and my cousin and my aunts, with the women of the family. I should have just said that. I'm doing that tomorrow, and then I'll be home tomorrow afternoon after I run some errands. The weekend shit. And then, so I'll probably drop it tomorrow evening. And then, like I said, the podcast will drop. And Atlanta, somewhere in there. When I watch it, I'll do it. So, with that being said, y'all have a great weekend. Hope y'all enjoy my little roundup. It's just my 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents. All right, peace.